Hey guys, Beastforce here, and welcome back to the last breakdown of Season 2 on Phineas and Ferb in production order.
You may know the story.
One of the best times we ever had was when we built that roller coaster.
Never heard it like this.
You can build a roller coaster, but this time with songs and dancing.
Phineas and Ferb, Roller Coaster the Musical. Premieres Friday, January 28th at 8/7.
And this episode is full of surprises, with some layers will being the same animation with the same scenes but different, but it intertwined. There are 4 episodes that connected to Roller Coaster the Musical. This episode, Roller Coaster, Quantum Boogaloo, and the episode of Milo Murphy's Law called Murphy's Lord. We're actually going to compare with 4 different scenes that sync up to Roller Coaster, the original episode, while breaking down Roller Coaster, the musical, with many changes in some areas as we're going to do it. As we get to this episode, is it better than Roller Coaster? Well, we're going to find out once we break down this episode. If this is your first breakdown and you're curious to know how the rating system works, there's a detailed description down below, along with my other videos in my playlist. The season finale of Season 2 in production order is called Roller Coaster the Musical, written by 4 guys, May Chan, Jennifer Keane, Martin Olsen, and Scott Peterson, and it's premiered on January the 29th, 2011 on Disney Channel. Using a combination of music, songs, and dance, Phineas and Ferb build a roller coaster in their backyard. Candace tries to bust them by getting their mom to return from the grocery store early, and Dr. Doofenshmirtz makes another attempt to pull the eastern seaboard to the west using tinfoil. This scene is reused and it will be the same with other scenes, but overall some of it will be changed.
One of the best times we ever had.
In this close-up scene, you see Phineas pointing while Phineas is in the same position, but his hands tied back. And also Vincent Martella's voice is different.
It's a musical, except we're breaking a spontaneous singing and
Front face Phineas again, but we're looking at in different angle.
What assurance would we have that everyone else would also break into song and do the same thing? Fair enough. I'm in.
In Roller Coaster, Ferb only says 1 line, and that was about Perry the Platypus. Now he said 2, and it's already the start of this episode.
we're gonna do today.
Oh, look at that frame. He's closing his eyes. He looks weird in that shot. The song is called Hey Ferb, which is performed by Phineas during the introduction of the Roller Coaster musical, and Dan Provo mentioned it in the Comic Con in 2010.
I'm just a bit cliche.
And this show is self-aware with the cliches and the shenanigans and stuff.
School come next September.
And that is true. Iconically enough, the first episode of Season 5 of Phineas and Ferb of the sneak peek takes place in Phineas and Ferb's school, as well as Beaver, Balchi, and Isabella being in the same class as him, which is called Danville Middle School. Phineas goes under the tree as he turns his clothes into his tuxedo as he's wearing it right now, just like when Perry the Platypus did it in Candace Make Play.
Oh, there you are, Perry. Sit all day and watch TV.
This song is going to be full of references, as we're going to see a lot in this episode. Even though he said Hey Ferb, and one verse he said, I know what we're going to do today, he said it 18 times, which brings the counter up to 109, so I don't have to go through it alone again. And also, Ferb and Phineas are cosplaying just like cats, the Phantom of Opera, and also Front Face Phineas. Oklahoma, Singing in the Rain, Fiddler on the Roof, The West Side Story, The Music Man, Les Miserables, The King and I in Chicago, and the last one is correct.
Hey, Ferb.
I don't need to explain how good the music is, but the design of of different references is very good, and it's very well done, and once again it's shown it.
I'm gonna go pick up a few things.
Okay, Mom.
You see Phineas's voices change, as it's the same voice actor but it's different.
Relax, Candace. Nobody has to be in charge.
The first one's about the satellite, as the second one is different, as you can see different poses from Candace in the roller coaster and Roller Coaster the musical.
Mom says I'm in charge conditionally. Conditionally.
Whatever. The condition.
Candace saying the same lines as in Roller Coaster the musical, she said it paused as she does it.
Hello? Stacey.
As you can see the smear lines again, as Candace is thicker in a Roller Coaster the Musical than the first one.
That's better than not in charge at all, I guess.
And this is the first time we get to see Jenny and Stacy in it, as it was mentioned in the Roller Coaster, but in this one, they are here. And they added the giant flowing baby head.
Say what?
Check it out, Ferb. We can see Stacy's house from here.
Ooh, I'm gonna tell Mom, and when she sees what you're doing, you are going down.
Funny enough, there's a song about, as she said, down, D-O-W-N, down, in the first Roller Coaster, but in this sequence, he said, you're going down. The second song in this episode is called You're Going Down, performed by Candace, backed by Stacey and Jenny, and also it's a very similar song of What Does He Want in Christmas Vacation. Even Phineas and Ferb are vibing the song. And they're wearing similar clothes similar to the Supremes in the 1960s. And also this song is similar to Please Mr. Poser from the Marvelettes. Candace is a cop, just like she said in Busted.
There's a new cop on the beat, and I'm bringing down the heat.
I don't know this reference, but if you can find it, let me know in the comments down below. Definitely a Batman reference. It's weird to see Candace wearing a suit rather than a dress, but overall that's cool. Oh, there's that whack-a-mole which is in the intro. Man, imagine Phineas and Ferb in prison and throw away the key. Candace cosplaying as a teacher, which foreshadows in the future in At Your Age where she becomes a law school. Hilarious to see Candace being the judge.
Hi, Candace. Hi, Stacey. Hey, Jenny. How'd the number?
I like to see Jenny and Isabella interacting together since it's voiced by the same voice actress.
Well, I guess I'm up. Hey, Candace, is Phineas home?
You can see Isabella trying to talk to Candace as she uses a bike to get away, as she sees Jenny and Stacy, as she is very angry as well.
I'm just a curious girl across the way.
The first song in this episode is called What You Doing, sung by Isabella and the Fireside Girl, which is the second time it involves Phineas since the Sea of Love in my previous breakdown.
Here's what I say.
Just like in Sea of Love, Alison Stoner does a fantastic singing voice as Isabella.
What you doing? What you doing?
In this song, she said what you're doing 18 times before we get to one more in the end, after the song.
Today's activity.
And this snippet was also reused in At Your Age. And now you can see Isabella in the back with Phineas doing it before.
What you doing? You know it's not really directed at Ferb.
Poor Ferb, at least he doesn't care, but as he goes for someone better in the future. But overall, her priorities is Phineas. Phineas and Ferb building a platform which is new, as the previous scene they're building a roller coaster with the ladders. This is a new extra scene we've seen right there. Well done to the animators for animating it.
You have no idea. Dying to see ya and say.
Just like the City of Love, she's a hardcore synth to Phineas. You get to see Love Heart's Phineas's head in the bow background, which is different.
What you doing?
If it wasn't for Carpe Diem or the roller coaster song when we get to there, this would be easily my favorite song, and it's very good.
What you doing?
As you can see in right side, Isabella has heart in her eyes, as the left one she doesn't in the musical.
Hey, Ferb.
No, you missed it. Earlier you had two lines.
Action.
Wow, chatty.
Same with Isabella's voice, she's completely different in Roller Coaster the musical. While Roller Coaster, she's using her normal voice. While the scene was cut from, she was asking Phineas to go to the pool, but in the Roller Coaster musical, no, in this episode.
Hey, where's
Perry?
The evil Dr. Doofenshmirtz is up to his old tricks. For reasons unknown to us, he bought up 80% of the country's tin foil.
You can see in Roller Coaster and Roller Coaster the musical, it's the same mission, but the different layout of the screen right there.
Good luck, Agent P. But I can dare to breathe. Carl!
Oh, sorry, sir.
The fourth song is called Monogram's Box Song, as we get to see the first and second and third part in separate.
So the way I see it, the song
Perry covers his hat as he tries to hide Phineas and Ferb in longer in Roller Coaster the musical than the first episode, but I'm not going to keep it all because I do not want my video to get copyright, but there's going to be scenes that are different. You can see Superfood staff Ma is actually flipped, which is noticeable.
Like crash into a herd of wild moose are in our living room.
You gotta see what Phineas and Ferb are doing. They're building a roller coaster.
Candace, you've already used that
seriously. Don't roll your eyes at me, Mom, look. Just come over and see.
The song is called Mom Look, sung by Candace to Linda about Phineas and Ferb's inventions and roller coaster. Look at Linda shoving Candace out of the way as she does weightlifting class.
But they made it winter in June.
Swinter.
Rocket to the moon. It caused me so much pain. Even gave me Perry's brain. The submarine, a time machine, a haunted house, a made me scream, drove cat through the mall, built a giant bowling ball, blew me up to 50 feet of cherry tree.
I'm not going to explain it all, but I'll put the screen once the song ends, but I really like how Candace calls back everything that Phineas and Ferb has built.
Perry dragged me down the street. Great shoelaces, a hassle break, shot me to a circus tent, always after Perry, while a llama flow, destroy my face in time, roller derby race, thought it came in 95, spilled the roller coaster twice.
Isn't Phineas a little young to be a roller coaster engineer?
Well, yes. Yes, he is.
I put in the screen of the list that Candace referenced what Phineas and Ferb has built, and we get to see front face Candace, and she looks like AirPods.
Aren't you a little young to build a roller coaster?
Yes, I am.
And this is a song based around Phineas and Ferb's catchphrase. We get to see many, and the engineer appears again as he also appeared in couple of episodes.
A little young to drive a forklift.
Yes, I am.
You seem a little young to do the things that you do, even with all the moxie you've got.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Yeah, that scene is different. We get to see Phineas and Ferb using the thing to build a roller coaster as this scene is changed.
Incorporated.
Unlike Roller Coaster, this song, the Doofus even incorporated gets a jingle as Doofus was singing it, which is nice.
By surprise, I mean not a surprise at all.
He said completely unexpected in the Roller Coaster original, but in this one he said not a surprise, which changed.
Sing rotation of the Earth. I know I tried this before, but that was with a magnifier. And this is but I'm not gonna go there. You know why? Well, I'll tell you. Stop.
The 8th song in this episode is called Back in Gimmersville, as Doofus was wearing a World War II German helmet, as he wears a different clothes as he's still wearing the same pants in this scene as it changes later on. I really like Perry's expression. He's like, I never seen this before, and why am I seeing it now?
Stop.
Your childhood is less than I give.
Weird to see young Doofus singing while he's stuck in the lawn now. Backgrounds again, as you can see, Balloony. Nice.
Every month from my act.
It's nice to see Charlene get mentioned, as Vanessa doesn't get mentioned until the end as she appears in Carpe Diem. Man, Norm is here too. He never appeared until Greet Lightning, but in this episode he appears in the musical.
Are we done? Cause I gotta pick up my kid from school.
She's gotta pick up her kid from school. Her kid has school in the summer? What? Also, she's also voiced by Jennifer Hale, who's getting voice acting roles in Phineas and Ferb.
But Mom, you, they're building it and it's two. This time it's a musical.
Coaster
Ever now open?
Just like that, this is the same setup in Roller Coaster and Roller Coaster Musical and Quantum Bagaloo.
Maybe we should take it just in case.
Hey, if anyone's gonna ride this thing, it's gonna be me.
And then we never seen this scene before. Buford taking the poster from Pedro and that kid who I recognize. Very, very new.
Because...
This is just like every episode. Candace screams just like that. And then you have future Candace coming in to show Linda the roller coaster.
Come on, then.
Army, Air Force, Marine,
I hope Agent
And with Candace, future Candace, pulling Linda to make sure that she sees the boys what she doing in Quantum Bagaloo, which we already broke down in my video if you want to check it out. But it's nice to sync up with the four pieces that linked up together.
whole world is the screen just for...
Poor Major Monaghan, he doesn't get the chance to sing as we've seen it for the second time. In the roller coaster, Kate and Ginger doesn't wear a Fireside Girl uniform, but in the roller coaster musical, they wear the uniform. Ferb is a man of action when he does dancing skills like that.
Gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. I present to you
It's the same while the kids in Roller Coaster Musical looks brighter as Ginger and Kate is actually wearing their fireside clothes, as in the roller coaster they do not, as they wear their normal clothes. Also look at Isabella's eyes, there's some art design change in season 1 and season 2 of Phineas and Ferb with the animation.
Coolest coaster.
I like how Vince and Martella's still doing the same announcement while doing a different voice in season 2.
And this time it's a musical.
And also Roller Coaster the Musical dialogue has been changed as they have different lines to make sure that it builds up to it. And also the people holding their hands, including Isabel, is not seen in Roller Coaster the Musical.
Oops, well, you get the picture.
As you see in the original Roller Coaster, you get to see Pedro and the other kids, including Isabella. But in the other one, in Roller Coaster Musical, there's Ginger, Baljeet, Buford, Millie, and Gretchen, which is very good detail. I like how they changed that.
Sure, this is safe.
But this is new, rolling down the roller coaster in Danville. This part close up, it's very new. The ninth song in this episode is called Roller Coaster, which is ironic because they're riding on a roller coaster. We get to see more of the background buildings in Danville with the roller coaster, nice. Man, other kids are uncomfortable, unlike Phineas and Ferb in the roller coaster. Would you look at that, in the first scene and the second scene, it was reused. If I was in that roller coaster, I would be scared for my life.
If you want more.
Man, I like how they add new stuff in there. Very good stuff right there from the animators. This is reused, including rubber snakes and the mud later. How the fuck did the dog get here? And they didn't even go in the car wash to wash themselves, as they did it with themselves. Another scene that was reused from the original. We get more scene in the backgrounds as we get more details of it. I really like how the anime is putting a lot of effort into extra layers instead of reusing clips, which they are, but I'm loving it right now. And under the train as well, that is new as well. I like how they're using tripods to stay in as they are safe. That was used in the montage in Summer Belongs to You. Really liking the background and the song so far. It's very good and it's very well done.
Economic downturn, and now let's building a 300K house in a...
Another new line dialogue from Doofenshmirtz, but this time...
Like I can't do that just because I'm a bunch of spacing limits.
Man, twice that happens, Doofenshmirtz must have had bad luck.
I can't believe you walked all the way to the service station to get jumper cables, but...
Whenever you see the farmer and the farmer's wife, they are such a treat and they are so funny. And we're going to see them in season 5, hopefully.
Battery car was just gonna fall out of the sky? $1 million was just going to fall out of the sky?
It doesn't work that way.
How does it work then?
There was a song supposed to be called Farmer's Wife Song, which is in Roller Coaster the Musical, which didn't happen, but you could find a demo on the Wikia website. This is the second time it doesn't work. Dude, just try something else, man.
Is it just me, or or is this a serious deja vu moment? I heard the tinfoil was kind of quickly. We must separate the magnet.
That is your role, Doofusmerts. You're in the musical now, and you're gonna have to accept your fate once you get crushed by it.
Man, is she mad at that cheese?
And we do get to see on screen that Candace is yelling at some cheese. They did it. Well done, Swampy Marsh and Dan Povera, and the writers as well. They put a lot of effort in, and also the shop as well. And that's the same scene in Roller Coaster the Musical, the original, and Quantum Boogaloo. When Candace changed the past, Doofusmerts survived as he does rule Dadville for 20 years within. As Roller Coaster the Musical and Roller Coaster, he's gonna get crushed. And that's what happened when bad Future Candace stopped good Future Candace from disrupting the past.
What am I supposed to be looking at?
It was right here and it was huge! Mom!
Ashley Tisdale's performance is very different as you get to see in Roller Coaster the Musical and the Roller Coaster, as it is much better in Roller Coaster the Musical, to be honest. This part bothered me. They're in a different car, as in Quantum Boogaloo they're in the blue car as in behind, which is completely odd, but whatever. Oh, poor Melissa. All her projects been destroyed by the roller coaster, and that was happening during the summer before Milo Murphy. She looks cute in that hat. Agent Isabella. Everything else will be the same right here.
And I'm sure this is...
I worry about you sometimes, Candace.
Even in Roller Coaster the Musical, Linda's coral headband is still miscolored, which is another error. I hate when people forget about this.
You know, if they break into our house, Candace is in charge.
I like how they mention about the moose, as it's a great call-up, just like the satellite, but they don't say it in space, which is nice.
Hey, Jeremy.
Welcome to Mr. Slushy Burger. May I take your order?
Oh, say hi to your sister for me.
In Jeremy's first appearance, he doesn't mention Candace at all, which is strange, but in Roller Coaster the Musical, he wants Phineas to say hi to his sister, which is nice, change of pace. I like that.
Zach, you want a crepe?
No, thank you.
And we haven't been to France since the Sea of Love, which is the last breakdown of the production order. And also, I wonder if Isabella gets traumatized by this. And that is another change that I like. We get to see our friend meet from space, and we do get to see him again in the future.
Crashes to Earth. Candace is in charge.
It was good to see me.
In the roller coaster, he said he should have charged more, but in Roller Coaster the Musical, he said it's good to see me. Another line change.
Yes!
In free sequence right there, Candace always have the same face expression when she arrives at the backyard, and it's hilarious.
Hi, Mom.
Come on, Candace.
Let's go. Phineas, that was way too cool. That's awesome. Do it again. What are you going to do tomorrow? Don't know.
That is the end of the scene of Roller Coaster the Musical, as Roller Coaster and Quantum Boogaloo continues right there. And that is the end of the Roller Coaster Quantum Boogaloo, a link up with Roller Coaster the Musical. Really like how we sync up to these three, including Milo Murphy's Law, which connected to the timeline, and I really like it so far, and it's doing a very good job.
That was great, Phineas.
Well, you know what they say. Carpe diem.
And it means seize the day, as Phineas Flynn said it later on as we get to it.
It's Latin for seize the day.
Or you could say seize the day was English, carpe diem.
You all enjoyed the show.
The last song of season 2 of Phineas and Ferb in production order is called Carpe Diem. Who else? And this song is a straight up banger. Front face Phineas as we get to see again.
I know it sounds a bit cliche.
And that quote was from earlier from Hey Ferb from the song.
You don't have to build a
And also, there's a storyboard for Roller Coaster the Musical, which you can find online, which I will do in the final thought. And also, you can hear like different voice actors doing the song for it once you hear it in when I found it.
You don't have to build a roller coaster. Just find your own way to make the most of these days of summer and dance to the beat of a different drummer. Just grab those opportunities when you see them. Make the most of these, dance to the beat of a different drummer.
Linda, Lawrence, Major Monogram, Grandpa, Grandma Fletcher, Carl, Perry the Platypus, the Doofusworth flatback of the Golo God Jesus, as we get to see with Doofusworth dancing, which is nice, after getting hit in the tinfoil. And we get to see Candace with Jeremy again since the last episode they kissed, Stacy and Coltrane, Betty Jo and Grandpa Clyde, Ferb and Vanessa with each other again, which is nice. And we don't get to see them until season 4 and the Fireside Girls too.
Every day's a brand new day, you gotta carpe diem.
And this is actually the last song of season 2 in the production order, and this song hits hard as the lyrics is.
Okay, people, that was fabulous.
Ladies and gentlemen, world-renowned choreographer Kenny Ortega.
And then Perry the Platypus wearing fedora as Phineas doesn't look, as he knows it, but it's only for the music. And this is Kenny Ortega, who done High School Musical, which Ashley Tisdale was in, the voice of Candace.
That straight arm like this, both sides. All right, now, performance level.
Kenny Ortega knows how to get the job done in choreography. Very nice. The same dancers from rubber bands in Summer Belongs to You. There's the dog-only son, Kenny, Mr. and Mrs. Doofusworth, still being the arsehole, young Roger Doofusworth, and Dr. Doofusworth while being the norm as a kid, as he still is. Doofusworth being the monster in the Phineas and Ferb Halloween special in season 1. In the left side, you can see a purpose monster, Frankenstein, Perna, Pierre. I don't know who the guy in the rest is, but I do know it's Balloony, Meep, and Mitch all enjoying the song, and Mitch's robot minions. Finatroids and Furbots. Reverse engineered in What Do It Do? And there's the farmer and his wife, and the cow falling out of the sky again, and Agent W, and the bats from Bully Bust. I mean Raging Bully. The Saint Elephants from Summer Belongs to You, the Mummy from Are You My Muddy, Marty Boy and the Musical Blender, Baxter, and Jerry the Platypus. The aliens from Mars, nice. The animal ages, and the elves, and Santa Claus from the Christmas Vacation episode. Oh yeah, the anime from Summer Belongs to You. Love Handle appears again, but this time they're younger versions from the 80s or the 90s, whatever, before Love Handle were getting the band back together. The Badinklings was it when Perry the Platypus was made into a toy. There is the late nose monster, Nosy, and Misty and Baljeet together, as we don't get to see them as much again. They did appear in the cameo, but she doesn't appear again. There is Kevin Destruction. This is the first time we see him on screen, but this is a cameo. And the Regurgitator as well, since he be basing in... Oh, there you are, Perry. The guy with the puppet from A Magnificent Few, and the dinosaurs from It's About Time. The zebra from Candace's Illusion, the mole, and the copy jam from Runaway, Runaway. Animal Acro along with the agents, Agent Pinky and Agent Pia, the panda. Dan Provenance, Swampy Marsh looking like Charlene, Roger Doofusworth and his ex-girlfriend, Linda and Lawrence. And we cut back to Phineas and Ferb and the gang. Susie, Django, Guzum, Shimmy Jimmy, the Animal Agents, Vivian, other characters as well, and also the drill instructor, Doofusworth's doctor in the art episode. I think this is easily one of my top 5 songs. Everyone is here, everyone's doing the cameo, everyone is singing. This is a great way to wrap up season 2. Seeing everyone together as a group, as a family together, this is a great way to end season 2.
My whole world is this screen. Oh, come on!
And that is a good joke. What a way to end season 2. Fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. I'm gonna do something risky in the ratings, but I know people won't like it. If you do, call me on the comments on which opinions do you have on this episode. And also, this is the season 2 finale of Roller Coaster the Musical, which it is, and does it very well with the songs, the setting, a lot of stuff which plays it to its strengths. And the Roller Coaster the Musical will get an instant 25 out of 25. Roller Coaster the Musical plot just wraps up nicely with the songs of the settings that plays through, and it is the same as Roller Coaster, Quantum Bungalow, and in the Murphy's Yard in Milo Murphy's Law. But overall, there are songs that are reused, but it doesn't bother me as they put extra work on other things which makes it longer, and it's great. And that what makes Phineas and Ferb one of the best shows I ever seen, and it does it very well. And that shows why season 2 is easily one of the best, in my opinion, the best out of the 4 seasons. And Carpe Diem shows that. I am looking forward to what's going stored in season 3. But first, let's go on with other things. You know what time it is? It's the updates and charts time. And I'm gonna do something new which others have never thought of this before. And I rewatched one of my previous breakdowns in season 1, and some of the ratings I give was pretty harsh, and looking back at it now, I feel like there's sometimes I need to change the ratings for the good and benefit of the chart segment. And I already done season 1, the ratings and the charts, while doing season 2 with the charts and the ratings as well. But this will probably be the last time I will cover it until we get to season 4. But overall, which will make sure it takes less pressure off me. So let's get on with it. And these are the ratings now for the episodes that I did, which is changed, including Phineas and Ferb Get Busted. I used to think this episode was okay, but not as bad. But looking back at it now, it is very good to show the instance if Phineas and Ferb gets busted, they will get sent away to reformatory school. Some of them get an upgrade and some of them get a downgrade, which benefits for the ratings of season 1, which aged well or didn't age well for today and in before. You can pause solely to which ratings I give for the episodes of season 1. Now for the charts. And this is the update of the charts as I change from plot, characterization, visuals, entertainment, and importance, all of that, and just to get a total score consistent out of the way. And I've been doing a lot for hours, but now it's done. I don't have to do it again, so I don't have to think about it until maybe the last season of season 4 of Phineas and Ferb. And this is the total score. Now, BC of a Boyfriend is actually the lowest score of Phineas and Ferb out of the total, as the rest gets a change from higher to low. Now the season 1 updates and the charts out of the way, it's time to do season 2 as well. And this is the update of season 2 of the rating change. While some of them go down and some of them get up ratings, like some of the characterization I didn't appreciate back then, as long as the visuals, but looking back at it now, I really do appreciate even more, which get the ratings even higher. Plot may be the weak point, but it only has 20 high score, which makes the show great. Quantum Bungalow, Roller Coaster the Musical, Summer Belongs to You, and 2 special episodes. What makes it great, and it started to become better overall. The only episode to get 1 is Candace Get Busted, which is very hard to watch, but as Plot B is better. Even though some hit 2 and some hit 3, it's not that bad, but it may be the weak point, but it's still as strong as it is. As you can see in comparisons to season 1 and season 2 in the plot, you get to see one rating hit 5, and which is Dude We're Getting the Band Back Together, as Western gets 5. Overall, the plot seems to get better and better overall, as we get more of this to come. And another thing on the left is actually 2.45. The characterization seems to get stronger and stronger in season, as even though there are many meh episodes or great episodes or whatever, the characterization never disappoints. As Doofenshmirtz becoming the villain, Perry the Platypus fighting him, Phineas and Ferb and the rest of the gang are very consistent. You can see the comparison to season 1 and season 2, as it only hit 2 because of Candace Busted, which makes the characters more like not unique, but like in every episode, it has been unique and it's getting better and better overall. Even if it hits a 4, the characterization will always be consistent no matter what. While the season 2 visuals are getting better, even though there is smell line, the backgrounds, the animation, Phineas and Ferb doing invention, Doofus and Perry, all of that is still what makes an interesting season, as it's getting better and better as Phineas and Ferb continue to produce, no matter what the circumstances is. In the visuals part, it's much more of improvement compared to season 1, as it is a bit all over the place, but overall it doesn't ruin it as it continues to produce. But in season 2, it gets better and better, and that's what makes the show more interesting, with draft animations and combining it with the elements together to make it work. Another talked about less than that is importance, including when there's memes or the fandom talks about it or it builds up something for the next episode or in the future. Overall, it's starting to show it once again why there are a lot of things it's building up to the world building of Phineas and Ferb with the setting. In importance, it has the same average score as season 1 and season 2, while the first one has 47 episodes, while the second season has 65 episodes, which is longer, as you get to see the importance building out of what is the setting with throwbacks, memes, and also specials which actually calls forever. Well, in the entertainment side of Phineas and Ferb, you can't argue with it. Even though there are meh episodes or episodes that are great with the special, you can't deny the entertainment with the gags, the jokes, the memes, the funny songs, a lot of that, which plays into the strengths of Phineas and Ferb, and that's why it still is to this day one of the best shows ever. While it has the same average score with 4.9, shows how consistency remains in season 1 with the entertainment side. With 47 episodes and 65 episodes, no matter what, Phineas and Ferb will always be an entertainment show for kids and grown-ups together, which makes it good. Overall, in the total score, 4 of them got 25 out of 25, which is the special episodes, and many of them got 20 and above 15, which is very good, except Candace Gets Busted, which the plot and the setting doesn't make any sense to me. Overall, it shows you the strengths that plays into Phineas and Ferb when, with combination of having fun, entertainment, songs, writing, and a lot of things that happening in this world of the shenanigans story. Average score is better than season 1. Overall, this season 1 has 47 as season 2 has 45. You can't deny the specials are better, the songs are better, the funny gimmicks, the jokes, the songs, and everything. It shows how good Phineas and Ferb can be, with the show getting better and better with the rating showing it as the special with the plot and the songs and everything. And I can't wait to break down season 3 when I get to that, and the movies as well. And it's going to be as good as it is. Overall, Phineas and Ferb continues to entertain, continues to have fun, and it's still a fantastic show. As I mentioned earlier in this episode, as you can see, there's a storyboard version of Roller Coaster the Musical, as I found it on YouTube, which you can find in for yourself. Just like in the Brenda, I found a song of the Farmer's Wife song demo, which it was supposed to be in Roller Coaster the Musical, but it didn't happen. But you can find it on YouTube, which I put it in the screen. While Phineas and Ferb drawing, you can see Phineas' expression is different, as he used to be arrogant and his personality was different in season 1, but in season 2 he's much more of a positive, which I like more, and that's what makes his personality very likable to the audience. 24 people voted for what do you think of Summer Belongs to You, and 92% said it's fantastic, one of the best episodes of Phineas and Ferb, without shadow of doubt, and so do I as well. It's still to this day, even though it's released into 2010, 15 years nearly, it still is iconic. And there are 9 votes on which genre is better, as some people, 50% says sci-fi, which is fine. And which special episode would you looking forward to in season 2? Without shadow of doubt, Summer Belongs to You won by a landslide. I can't disagree on that, as 70% of you voted Roller Coaster the Musical, which I get and I agree, which is brilliant for the season finale of itself. I also did a poll on which song is your favourite in Summer Belongs to You, and no surprise, Summer Belongs to You of The last song of this episode is just iconic. I really like the Sea of Love, which I found it is my second favorite. You cannot beat Summer Belongs to You. It's iconic at the end, brilliant, and this is easily the best song out of the whole series. And we got season 5 coming up. I will be doing the season 3 breakdown, but I will have to slowly trim it down for a bit to make sure that I don't get burnt out, so I can take my time. I'm also going to do the breakdown of season 5 of Phineas and Ferb when it comes out, but I'm not going to rush it, but I'm going to watch it first and give my thoughts and opinions, and then I'm going to watch it and do the breakdown, as I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to be doing other polls once this video comes out, which will separate it. But the first poll is, are you looking forward to season 5 of Phineas and Ferb? Yes or a simple no? Let me know in the community tab when it goes live. Until then, I hope you have a fantastic day. As always, see ya.